Hey you guys, it's Anne Marie. And some amazing sage. Would you like some sage? There you go. Let it feel the best smell in the whole world. I thought we'd get some amazing messages from the Fairy Forest Oracle. Yay! I hope everybody's having a great Monday. Calling to all four corners of the earth, the west, the northeast, the south, fire, air, water, earth, spirit. Thank you to my high vibrating ancestors, spirit guides, and divine beings, and sources of life. I'm grateful for another day. Can we please get some messages of clarity for those who like it? I was hearing in my head, we're wiping the slate clean. We're wiping the slate clean. Solitary, 24. Dedication, self-love, focus. These cards beautiful. 41. All in. Gift, divine inspiration, awakening. Okay, I see where we're going here. And for the second night in a row, I believe we got this last night. A little butterfinger. The Fairy Godmother, 32. 4, 5, 6, 5, and 5. So we have 2 5s and a 6. Revelation, discovery, epiphany. Spirit is saying that it's time for you to go in solitary. It's time to finally, I just heard where the rubber meets the road when it comes to self-love. There's a situation you're in or a situation that's coming up or a group that you're in, take what resonates, that is really calling for you to focus on loving yourself. What are you allowing in your life and in your energy and your space that is reiterating the cycle of you not loving yourself? And if you're not sure, that's why Spirit is saying it's time for you to really dedicate some time to yourself and solitary. Am I saying that right? Solitary? I think so. Spirit is, this is for a select few. Spirit is saying that for a select few of you, there's going to be another awakening that's going to be happening in your life. That's going to come out of you truly loving yourself. Spirit is saying this isn't going to be an easy feat. You're going to probably want to give up. You're probably not going to want to let go of some things or situations or energies around you. And that's what's going to be the difficult part of this next little journey you're going to be on. Because it's going to require you to truly, where the rubber meets the road, do you really love yourself? Because if you really loved yourself, would you allow certain people, places, and things and situations into your life that then reiterate the whole cycle of you feeling unworthy and unlovable? Because there's going to be this huge gift from the divine that's coming, this new awakening that's going to come to you. And when you're able to do this, okay? So this is the first part. This is past energies, the energies that are going to be, that's been in your life, that have been keeping you in this cycle of not really loving yourself. It doesn't have to be nothing on a grand scale. It could be certain people or some people you work with that say little side comments to you, underhanded comments, or you could just feel the energy shift around people. Or it could be the stuff that you're telling yourself. So take what resonates. However, when you really recognize this and start to truly, truly love yourself, where the rubber meets the road, like, okay, it's time for you to do this. It's going to require that in order for this awakening that's coming. Spirit is saying that this new awakening that's going to come to you, it's going to be beautiful, and that it's going to require a lot of self-love. Because Spirit's saying, here's a little nugget that I'm going to tell you that really not supposed to tell you. Spirit says, I can. It's going to require self-love to make the right decisions in this new awakening. And these decisions in this new awakening that requires self-love are going to bring these huge discoveries in your life, these huge revelations in your life, and there's going to be epiphany after epiphany after epiphany. It's almost kind of like a little bit of the message I was given last night about once you heal something, you're going to get so much more greater of the opposite of that on the other end of it, times infinity. But what this is saying is that this specifically is requiring a lot of love. A lot. What does that look like for some people? Like I said, for some people, it's recognizing not being around certain family members that don't honor you, about being in jobs that don't respect your time or your energy, around friends that really don't celebrate you, or your own mindset where you always put yourself down or shame yourself, or you're a people pleaser. And, so these could be some examples. These are the ones that Spirit's given me right now that are coming to mind for some of you, that these are some of the patterns. A lot of the people pleasing, a lot of saying yes to things when you really want to say no to them. That's not loving yourself. I just heard, and I'm saying this with love, but Spirit said directly, I don't want to hear you using excuses about, well, this is my responsibility, or this is something like, or this is so and so, or it's like you're almost like gaslighting yourself into staying in certain situations or connections that are reinforcing you not to love yourself. With love. And it's really important because this awakening is going to come. This awakening is going to come regardless, right? And so Spirit is saying that the gift that's going to come with this, the inspirations and this awakening that's going to come, if you have this self-love, if you're just, and it doesn't mean like all of a sudden you wake up and you have all this love for yourself and you just make all the best decisions. You have all the great people in your life. It never comes that easy. Excuse me, I have to drink my 7-Up. My belly's still upset. So, as I've always say, give yourself a break. Even if it's just setting a boundary and sticking to that one boundary. Speaking your boundaries. Some boundaries don't need to be spoken. It's common sense. But sometimes when people are like really on, I know for me when I was really about setting boundaries, I was gung-ho about it. You know what I'm saying? Because I felt so empowering. But Spirit is saying that this awakening's going to happen within the next 5 weeks or 5 months. And throughout the awakening, you are going to get these epiphanies and these little nuggets of love and confirmation that you're doing the right thing. Because in the beginning, Spirit is telling me, in the beginning, you're going to really doubt yourself. It's not going to feel good. People think when they're loving themselves that it feels good all the time. In the beginning, because society has told us that setting certain boundaries and not allowing certain shit in our life is selfish. And so we feel guilty, but that's society's telling us that. Don't get gas. Don't believe that. Please, I don't tell people usually what to do. It's a strong suggestion. Why is choosing yourself the wrong thing? So your happiness is not important as somebody else's. Okay. So Spirit is wanting you to take a moment and ask yourself, what does loving yourself look like? For everybody, it's different. What is loving yourself look like? And then ask yourself, what are the people, places, situations in my life that don't show up as me loving myself? Another question to ask yourself is, what choices am I making that is reiterating the cycle of me not loving myself? By me continuing to be in certain situations around certain people or certain whatever it is, telling myself certain things. What are those patterns in my life where I continue that cycle of not living myself by the choices I make and the people I allow in my life? I know I repeat myself a lot, but sometimes, like me, people need to hear things 3 or 4 different times, different ways. And I really believe in the readings that I give, and I really want people to heal and to see their true divine power. You have the energy of the fairy godmother. That's the best fairy you could have around, at least from my understanding. I hope you're healthy and happy, full of joy. I truly do. May you love and be loved. Heal. Don't harm.